Hey everyone, this is Bob Kovacs here at Wirefly with an unboxing of the brand new Pantech Breakout. Now this is on Verizon, and note that it's a 4G LTE phone. The Pantech Breakout is the first affordable LTE phone on the Verizon network, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. I know that Pantech isn't the best known name in the industry, but maybe with some interesting new phones, who knows what could happen. So let's go ahead and take a look at this phone and the unboxing. I'm looking around the box to see if it really describes anything that's in it, and it really doesn't have much of a description. So here we go. Contains the phone, a battery, a pre-installed microSD card, and the usual sorts of things. So let's get started. That's an unusually heavy plastic bag here. Typically the plastic that things come in is less expensive, made in Korea. Here is the installed SD card, and that is a 8 gigabyte micro SD card. So that looks pretty good right there. It says it's a 5 megapixel camera. Let's go ahead and peel that off. Looks like there's also a front camera, so it has front and rear cameras. And you know, I gotta tell you that it actually looks pretty good. Now right here is the slot for the SIM card. Of course, this is an LTE phone, and LTE phones require an LTE SIM. This SIM will not work with T-Mobile or AT&T. It is not a GSM device. It requires an LTE SIM. And here's a secret that maybe the companies don't want you to know. If you have an LTE SIM that is activated in another phone, you can take it out of that phone and it should work in an unactivated phone. In other words, transferring your LTE SIM from an activated phone to a new phone will activate the new phone. So I brought an LTE SIM with me just so you see what that looks like. There you go. There's an LTE SIM. It looks like other SIMs, but it says Verizon 4G LTE on it. There we go. And let's get the rest of the goodies out of the box here. And here we have the charger, a typical wall charger with the USB port in it right there. Rather heavy looking USB cable. It's got both the standard and the micro USB connectors on it. Here's the back, we'll be needing that. And here is the battery. The battery is a 1500 milliamp hour battery, and there are a variety of manuals. It looks like a pretty good size manual. Of course, it's both in English and Spanish. So we'll set the box aside and get to work on the phone. Let's get the back out of the bag. It's got some texture to it. Here's the battery. This is a lithium-ion battery, as most of them are nowadays. And here are all the goodies for the Pantech Breakout. Let's go ahead and in with the battery, on with the cover, and there you have the Pantech Breakout with some fingerprints on it by me, so I hope I don't commit any crimes with it, because the evidence is right on the screen. Here is the standard USB jack, actually the standard micro USB jack, has a dedicated camera shutter button. This looks like it could be the on-off and lock switch right there, so there's no switch on the top. Here's the up-down rocker, and not exactly sure what this button is here. Interesting. So there's a button there that I'm just not sure what it is. And on the face you have the standard Android buttons. This is a 4-inch LCD screen with a resolution of 480 by 800 pixels. Now here's how the Breakout compares to the Droid X2. I want to make sure this is in fact the Droid X2. It is. As you can see, the X2 is a little bit bigger, and it's also, I think, just a little bit wider. There you go. That's the USB cover sticking out right there. Here's how the Pantech Breakout compares to a credit card. Obviously, it's a lot bigger than a credit card. All right, now that I got the battery in and the SIM in there, let's go ahead and fire it up. I have a power supply here, so just in case the battery doesn't come with enough oomph, I'll go ahead and plug my charger in. So far that looks pretty good. Let me zoom in a little bit. And there we go. There's the boot up screen on the Pantech Breakout for Verizon. Clearly it's a 4G phone. My understanding is that this has a 1 gigahertz processor, a single core processor, and it's searching for service. So apparently it's recognized that I do have a card in it. And it says I'm on Verizon Wireless, so let's unlock. English. Next, sorry. Going to skip that. Going to skip the backup assistant. I'm going to skip that for now. And next. 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 It says the phone's been successfully configured. Finish up. And there we go. Here is the Pantech Breakout. It's got a live wallpaper right there. It looks like Christmas ornaments dangling. I'm going to go to the browser just to see if we get the internet. And sure enough, we do. Now, the only thing I did to this phone to activate it was to stick the SIM in it. That's the LTE SIM. So that is the unboxing of the new Pantech Breakout on the Verizon 4G network. This is the first affordable LTE phone, and it's very lightweight, and it actually is looks and appears to be pretty nice quality. So hey everybody, if you need a phone, of course, Wirefly wants to be your supplier. So if you're looking for a new cell phone, why don't you give Wirefly a try? And I'm Bob Kovacs here at Wirefly. Thanks for watching.